One of the biggest reasons why you are not getting Fiverr order is because of your gig image. Even though you might be getting impression, but you not get clicks, or maybe you are getting little to low clicks and still doesn't get the order, right? So your gig image is one of the things that play a crucial role about this particular process that doesn't help you to get the order, right? So the reason is just that your gig image is not catchy enough to make buyers stop scrolling and order you instead of looking for another person, right? So in this video today, I'm going to break everything down step by step on how to design an eye-catchy gig image that can help you grab clients' attention and even bank you some order along the line. So this is a simple process that I'm going to explain to you step by step in this video. So just follow it and listen to me carefully so you can understand everything and what it means that you need on your gig image, right? So if all of this being said, guys, I want you to like this video, share with your friend, subscribe to this channel, and let's get 5,000 subscribers this month so we can be able to do more for ourselves, scale up in the online space, and rank our accounts to get more Fiverr orders so we can make money together in the online space. So if all of this being said, guys, now let's jump on screen and let's walk through all of this process, right? So as you can see on my screen right here, the very first thing you are seeing right here is a color wheel, right? So before you design a gig image, you have to understand the color wheel. You don't want to do color riots. You have to work according to a wheel that attracts and make a good design for people to see and people to resonate with. Now, you can see right here, we have primary color. Right here, we have complementary. We have primary, we have complementary. Now, let me explain this circle, right? So you see all of this color that shows as primary. Those are the color that you can use as maybe your background or your main color for your design, all right? So you cannot use yellow and use red to complement it. It's not possible. They are both primary color, right? So you have to choose a particular primary color and a complementary color. So these two is what you are going to work with while you keep white as your third option that you can also include in your design, right? Now, let me tell you some of the things that you need on your gig image so it can resonate with people's eye. So it can help them to click and take an action, right? Now, the very first thing when you want to design is to understand this color wheel that I just explained. And the next thing is you will need a good looking picture on your gig image. It's very, very important. This is like a business and this is like a platform where you want to get work. So you don't want to put only text, put a face. Let the face communicate according to what you want to do. All right, which I'm still going to explain that along line in this video, right? Now, the next thing that you want to use on your gig image is elements. You have to use elements on your gig image. It's very, very important. And this also helps in enhancing your gig image so it can be more professional and good looking, right? Now, another factor that you need to consider is you don't need to keep any spaces left on your gig image. So we are going to design a gig image right now for a particular service, and I'm going to show you how you can copy the exact process, what you need to do, and how you are going to do it. Really simple. Now, the very first thing is to open Canva. We are going to use Canva because almost all of us have that access to Canva. This doesn't matter if you have a pro plan or you are using a free plan. This doesn't matter. But what matters is your attention to details of what you are designing, right? Now, I'm going to close this tab right here and I'm going to go over to my Canva, all right? So this is canva.com. Now, you are going to select our gig image size, which is going to be like YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to show you how you can design with existing templates and also from scratch, right? So let's start from scratch. Now, I'm going to put in YouTube, all right? YouTube, let me put YouTube thumbnail, all right? So as I search YouTube thumbnail like this, I'm just going to click on create a blank. So now I'm just going to have a blank page. Now, one thing that we want to go and search for first is our image. All right. So we can use Pencils, we can use Unsplash, we can use Pixabay, and we can even use Canva. You can look over right here for all of these templates. You can see an image that resonates with your style. So if you see anyone that resonates with your style, we can easily click that and use that on your gig image. You can see something like pointing and all of these things. But now let's get down to the design itself. All right. So if I come over right here, so this is my blank page, and don't forget our color combination, which we have this color. Now it's for me to think which color am I going with. So I'm going to start like maybe primary around blue. So let me use that. I'm just going to click on this and come over right here. I'm just going to click on blue like this. You can see, but this is not the one I want. So I can just click on edit it right there. And once I click on edit it, I can have access to this, which I can easily correct and control. a little bit. So I love it this way. Now, this is like navy blue. So let's go check which color complement that. You can see this where I am. So you can see now. So what I'm looking at, it should be around orange to this edge. Okay. So I'm just going to come over right here for my text now. So assuming my gig image is going to be like sales funnel for digital products, I'm just going to put in my first text. Now, I'm just going to add text box, or let me close this and use headline. Now, another thing is the kind of fonts that you use. You don't want to use anything stylish. You don't want to use anything that feels hard to read. You have to choose something that appear and connect with people, which I'm going to recommend Anton. Anton is very, very important because it's a clear, bold font that doesn't take a whole lot of space on the screen. All right. So that's what I'm going to use. For me, I'm just going to use my headline. This doesn't need to be like maybe your gig title or anything, but be smart about this. You have to put something that a client can see and want to click what you have to do. So for me, I'm just going to put something like sales funnel, or let me say full stack, let me say full sales funnel design for digital products. Okay, digital products. Now I'm just going to put that in. Now it's time to start the design. The first thing, like I mentioned, is font, which I'm going to choose Anton as first. And right here I have Anton. So you can see it's loading up. We have Anton now. So I'm just going to resolve this a little bit. I'm going to resize this down. You can see now I'm going to take this up. I'm going to pull this out. The next thing I can do right here is to address this again. I'm going to address this a little bit to this side. So I'm going to address this to this side now, and I'm just going to release this side. Okay, I'm going to resize this a bit. So now I can just scale it up again. I can just scale it up. Now I'm going to take it up a little bit. So I have it right there. So I can easily attend to the spacing if I feel like the spacing right here is too much. So I can easily click that and come over right here to advanced settings, and I can just adjust this a little bit. Now you might be wondering, what are you going to have on this blank page? I'm going to explain. So this is where you are going to have your picture. You have your picture right there, and you are going to have your gig details right here. So you are going to see I said full sales funnel design for digital products. Okay, that's my headline. Or I can even use metrics. I can say full sales funnel design for digital product sales. Okay, now assuming this is done now, so let's have our gig image, which I'm going to use like maybe a picture of me right here. So if I come over right here to the upload section, so I can just use this particular image of me right here. So I can just scale it up, scale this up. Okay, so I can scale this up. I can scale this up. Don't forget, we've not attended to our color, so I can bring it to this end like this. So I can still scale it up more and take it to this side. So once you are comfortable, I can easily remove the background, or you can use remove the BG if you don't have Canva Pro. And now you can see I have a face on my gig thumbnail, so I can scale it up a little bit more, and I can just address it to this side, and now I'm good to go. So now let's work on the color for this. I'm just going to come over right here. You know, we are talking about yellow and orange that complement this. So assuming I'm going to choose like orange this way. So if you are cool with this kind of color, then you are good. If that complements it very well, you are good. But if that doesn't, you can easily click on the color section now and click on edit this. So you can adjust this as much as you want. So if I click on that edit right there, so I have the palette, which I can switch the color if I want it, how I want it. Okay, so for me, I can just take it down a little bit. All right, so I love it this way. I love it this way. Now, The next thing that we want to design is our gig features, right? So I always use the element at this point. So this is where I use some shapes, right? So I can have list of what my service is all about on here, right? You are going to see what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to click on shapes right there. So once I click on shapes, it's going to load up some shapes for me that I can use. And I can just click on see all right here. So once I click on see all, it's going to load all of these shapes for me, which I can choose any one of my choice. So at this point, I'm just going to pick up an element that I want to use. So for me, I always like it to go with something that is minimal. So I can go with this. Now I have it right there. So I'm just going to click on this and drag it right here. And I'm just going to have this way. So once I have it this way now, okay, I'm just going to extend this a little bit and have it join to my hand. All right, now I can leave it like this, or I can take it up a little bit to have something like this, so which is still good enough. Now for the color, right? So I can decide to use this particular color that we use for our image right there, or we can still use white, which is minimal for us, but I do not recommend white. So it's something you can still use this, and I'm going to show you how you are going to make this vibrant now. All right, so if I come right here to text now, so and I pick up my text, now it's time to give details of my service, right? So I'm just going to type in let me say my elements first. So I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to say, okay, direct response copy, right? Then I'm just going to have that again. So I'm just going to add some of other my service that I'm going to deliver for this particular gig. So direct response text copy. Let me use sales copy. All right, so I'm just going to say add creatives, and the next one I'm just going to choose funnel design. Done. Okay, funnel design. All right, so now I have 3, so I'm just going to take this to this edge, and I'm just going to align it to this side. So I can decide to reduce the size, or I can leave it that way. So for me, I just go to reduce the size a little bit, and I can have this up like this. Now I'm just going to duplicate this, right? So I can have another one on this side, or I can still take this down a little bit to have it this way. So let me reduce this size. Okay, so I can have something cool. All right, so I can just duplicate this now. All right, I have this. So now let me edit this. So I'm just going to choose right here. I'm going to say fast, or let me use swift delivery. Okay, then I'm just going to choose the next one. I'm going to put in A/B testing. All right, so the next one I'm going to pick up right here should be like 100% client satisfaction. Right, so once I put that in, and now I'm just going to adjust this again to this side to have what I need to have. Or for this, I can just copy this particular one to make my design cool. So I can just copy this and take it over right here. Let me say this. Okay, I have it right here. So now let me have the add creative for here. Okay, let me have the add creative here. Add creatives. Okay, so I have it right there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to adjust this to make it okay and good. Now we can see we have our design and list of what our service can do. So at this point, you can still add more, you can expand this, but just make sure it looks perfect and according to what you are pitching. Now the next thing now is to manage your spacing. So I'm just going to group all of this. I'm going to group the 3 together, group. All right, so now I can now scale it up a little bit all together, so you can see that. So I can just now take it up, and I have it right there as I want. So I can now bring my picture forward So this one can go back, or I can just take this back layer. You're going to right click, then layer, and you can see send back word. All right, so you can see we have that curved in. Now the next thing you are going to do, like I said, you can add elements. So we are going to come back to our elements right here to add some elements. So for now, I'm going to use arrow. So I want this to point out right here, and I'm just going to click on this. I'm just going to click on this. So for me, I can just pick any of these randomly like I want to use. So I can just click on see all to see more options. So for me, I like this, so I can just click on this. If I click on that, it's going to add it, so I can easily flip it the other way because I want to point down right here. I want to point down right there. You can see that. So I can just drag this up now, and I can extend this a little bit. So I can now take it back, send to back. You can see layer. Let's say send to back. All right, layer. Send backward, and also let's send it backward one more time. Backward. Okay. So now let's change the color to white. All right. You are going to change the color to white. Okay. As you can see now, it's purely white. All right. So we have something which is going to be our call to action right here at the bottom. Now I'm going to show you how you are going to do your call to action. It's something simple. So at this point now, so this one is looking good already. So let me just take this correction off. All right. So now we can easily have our call to action. Now this is how you are going to design your call to action. So you can see I use this design initially. I'm just going to ungroup this so I can have this design again. Now I'm going to duplicate this. All right. So once I duplicate this, I'm going to take it down like this. This is our call to action. This is where we are going to have our call to action. All right. So I'm just going to take it down. All right. So I want to have it right here. Okay. So this is where you want to have it. Now you are going to duplicate this again. All right. So you take it up a little bit, then you resize it small. All right. To be smaller than the first one. So you place it on it. Now the idea right here is to have a border across our text. So if I click on the background on, I can just take that back to white. You will see what I'm doing now. So I'm going to take this to white. All right. So this top one, I'm just going to adjust it a little bit. I'm just going to adjust it to be at the center of it. Now I'm going to choose our background color for that. So you can see we have this cool one. So at this point, I can just merge these two together, group. All right. So once this is done, now I'm just going to align it to center. Align it to center like this, or I can just adjust it to this side. So you can easily split this to move and focus on that particular call to action. So I'm just going to join it together like this. You are going to see this. So we have this. Now this is where you are going to add your text. So it's something I can easily click on this. I can easily click on this and just duplicate this. Now I'm going to take it over right here. So I'm just going to highlight all. Then I'm going to put order now. Then I'm going to put it this way. Then I'm just going to resize this back now. So I'm going to change the color to white. All right. So I'm going to use white for that. So you can see I'm playing around three color. No color riots, no much work. It's just basic thing that is simple to understand. All right. So let me change this color to white. So I can just click on that. Click on it. Okay, let's use white. All right. So now I want to attend to the font again. I can just click on this right here, and I'm just going to select Anton again. Don't mind if I do not choose Anton right here. It's perfect. We are communicating the headline. All right. So order now, which is going to be like our call to action. I'm just going to click on it and drag it right here. Okay. Now I'm just going to reduce this. Now it's time to scale it up. Now once I click on this, you are going to centralize it. You are going to make it center. Now you adjust the spacing, which I'm going to use this. And you can see you are going to adjust the spacing a little bit with this. All right. So you adjust it. Then now you can expand this. You can now expand this. You can see you have it right there. So you can put it at the middle. All right. So I can easily go back here again and adjust the spacing if I feel like that is too much. Now I can reduce this as well. So I can take it all down. Now I can adjust this again to the center. all right, which I have right there. So I can group the two together and I can take it up right here. Which is basically simple and easy to do. Now I can now scale it up to be bigger together, and I can just have it right there. Now you can see I have some empty space right here. So this is where you can easily adjust this at the top, and also you can add some other elements like stamp and maybe any other thing that you feel like you can do. So I'm just going to add this a little bit down now, and I'm just going to use a stamp to cover and keep, so to cover this place and keep it out of distraction, right? So I'm just going to come over to element again, and I'm just going to put in stamp. All right, so once I click on stamp right there, so you are going to see we are going to have a whole lot of options, right? So I'm just going to click on this. I'm just going to click on CO. So I'm going to look for the one that say maybe guaranteed or something, so which I can use. So it's still loading. All right, so I'm just going to use best quality, which is a great one. So I can just drag it up, down like this, and I just scale it up, and you can see I have this color right there. And it's something easy, simple. I can use my brand color as well if I want to, but you can see that doesn't resonate. So I can even try to use another one. You can see that doesn't resonate. So it's better we leave it as red, and you can see we have a good looking gig image, which is basically simple and we do not have any distraction on it. So as you can see now, we have a good looking gig image that we don't even keep any distraction on it. So it's just basically simple, full sales funnel design for digital products, what you want to offer, and a call to action. All right, instead of this, if you want to use something like maybe you want to include hours or maybe days in your gig image, instead of all this, you can easily put maybe another shape and write all within 24 hours or anything. But I prefer it this way because this communicates and they know what they will get already. So I've tackled what they want to get and also the next thing to do, which is order now, right? So this works perfectly. And now if I want to show you how you can easily design with templates, the next thing that you can do with that is just come over right here again. Then you come over to templates, then you put in YouTube thumbnail. All right, so if I come over right here and put in YouTube thumbnail, all right, now that we have an idea about how to create a good looking gig image, now this is how you are going to do it, is to look out for a thumbnail right here that you can easily edit. You can see this one right here. If I want to edit this, I know what I want to do on it. You can see the color, the background is like black and yellow. This is like you are going to turn it as a gradient. Then you go over to your color where you see a color that can complement black. You can easily use that to design this, and you can have another thing to it, which is going to be like elements and your call to action. So this is how you design a good gig image for your Fiverr gig that gets order, right? So it's something basically simple and easy to follow, right? And in my last video, I share with you how you can rank your Fiverr gig. So imagine you rank your Fiverr gig online and you have a catchy and winning gig image. So definitely you are going to be getting contact and order every other time. So if you've not watched that video, click on this video showing right here and watch that. And don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to this channel. Let's go to 5,000 subscribers. And in my forthcoming video, I will be teaching you how to rank your Upwork video. And if that's video that you want to see next, let me know on this channel in the comment section so I can shoot that. So watch this video now, design your gig image, and go and use this video to rank your account, right? If that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Until then, guys, stay at peace. Bye-bye.